so hey guys, or hola. Okay, so we just saw the video of how we could conjugate AR verbs in the preterite tense. Okay, so that was some past knowledge. Now let's look at how we're going to conjugate these ER and IR verbs. Okay, now one of my favorite things about ER and IR verbs is that usually in the present tense we had our ER verb endings and we had our IR verb endings. Here, we bring them together. So you only have to memorize one set of endings for both ER and IR verbs. Okay? So if you guys look up here, it says, let's try and read these sentences and see where there are some, see if we can find the endings that we need to have for the different subjects. So number one, it says, ayer yo corrí en el parque por una hora. And then it asks, ¿corriste tú anoche? Hace una semana mi hermana escribió una carta. No me gusta escribir, entonces yo no escribí nada. And then the last part, it says, anoche nosotros comimos y bebimos mucho en la fiesta. And it says, mis hermanos no bebieron ni comieron nada. Okay? So, by looking at some of the subjects, we could probably figure out what some of our new endings are going to be with these ER and IR verbs. So let me scroll so you guys can see the big table. Okay, so let's look here. So, chicos, as usual, we always are going to start when we drop it like it's hot. So we are going to have the verb beber. Okay, so let's take this one as the verb to drink. Okay, now chicos, also remember that in English, a lot of times when we want to put things in the past tense, we just put an ed on the end of it. Okay, but some things don't actually work that way. Okay, so for example, this verb beber is the verb to drink. In the past tense, we didn't drink it. Okay, drank something. Same thing with the verb to teach. I didn't teach you something. No, I taught you something. So make sure that you guys can recognize when a verb is in the present tense or in the past tense. So like I said, a lot of times you can just leave the ed at the end. Okay, like I practiced. Well, no, now I practiced something. So just be careful of some of those verbs that they change a little bit in the past tense, okay, so that we can see what they are, okay? So, beber in the past tense, we're going to be using this as to drink. So, it's drank. So, the yo form, okay, as usual, we drop it like it's hot, okay, and we have babe, okay? So, that's going to be our stem that we have for each of these conjugations. So, as usual, you guys can just go through and even just write your stem out for each one of these forms. Now, I'm actually not requiring you for the past tense to know how to conjugate in the vosotros form. Just the present tense, I think, is probably the most, pertinent information for us to know. Okay? So, now let's talk about our new endings. So, in the yo form, to say I drank something is going to be yo baby. Okay? With an accent on the I. Baby. Tu form becomes tu bebiste. If you remember the AR verb ending was aste, this becomes iste. Okay? Ele usted becomes bebió. An accent on the O, right? Just like how we had before, but now we need an I. Okay? So, iste, yo. Okay? Nosotros becomes bebimos. And then the ellos, ellas, ustedes becomes bebieron. Okay? So, repeat after me, the yo form, okay? Baby, bebiste, bebió, bebimos, and bebieron. Great, okay? So these are our endings that we have for ER and IR verbs. So now it asks for you to try and go through it and remember, what are some of these ER and IR verbs that you already know that you guys think that you guys can put under here? So, I would say, like, beber would be one. All right, I'll give you a couple. How about comer? Correr would probably be a good one to know. All right. Then we also, last year, we had aprender. Okay. There's a bunch of other ones. I'd say some good IR verbs would be, how about compartir? Remember, that's the verb to share. escribir, to write. And then in the new chapter, right, we have this new verb, salir, which is the verb to go out, okay? So like when you're on vacation, you probably go out, you know, to hang out at the shops or whatever, okay? Now, there's only one more thing we have to talk about with this chapter, okay, when we talk about these preterite tense verbs. Of course, kiddos, there are irregulars, some of these verbs that don't follow our rules, okay? It happens, I'm sorry, okay? I didn't create the language. All right, so this chapter, one of the verbs that we are going to see is this verb bear, okay? So, all right, this verb bear, okay? If you guys remember in Spanish 1, this was the verb that you guys used, right, with that phrase, ver la tele, okay, like to watch TV. So when we put these things in the past tense, it's I watched TV, or it's also to see. So when we put that in the past tense, we didn't see it, no, we saw something, okay? So this is the verb ver. Remember I said, so it's going to be watched when we put it in the past tense, or it's going to be saw something, okay? So, now, the only reason why this is a little bit irregular in the past tense, okay, is because it does not have any accents. In the yo form and in the él, ella, usted form, we usually put an accent on the I in the yo form and then over the O in the él, ella, usted form. This is the only reason why it's going to be irregular. It's just we are not going to use the accents. Other than that, the endings are the same. So how we're going to use this chapter is that if you guys saw some of the vocabulary, it was like to see animals, okay, to go into the wild. We're going to go see some birds and some, you know, zebras at the zoo. So we want to be able to tell me, you know, I want you to be able to tell me what are things that you saw when you were on your vacation. So, the yo form, as usual, drop it like it's hot, and we are going to just have be, no accent. The tu form, drop it like it's hot, and we add the ending, viste. Ele, usted, it's going to be vio, no accent. Nosotros, vimos. Vosotros, we don't need to know, okay? And then the ellos, ellas, ustedes becomes vieron. Okay, so repeat after me. And remember, once again, V's are pronounced like B's in Spanish, okay? So it's not like a va, okay? It's going to be like a ba, bumblebee, okay? So here you go. Vi, viste, vio, vimos, vieron. Very good, okay? And now, kiddos, once again, okay, it gives you this little reminder that any of these AR, ER, IR verbs, okay, they are not going to stem change in the past tense, okay? So like I told you guys in my last video with like almorzar, that we changed it in the present tense to almuerzo, where it was an O-to-U-E stem changer. We're not doing that anymore, okay? So the same thing goes with things in the past tense if it was an ER or an IR verb. Okay, we will not stem change. We're not going to do the boot in the past tense. Just follow my steps. Drop it like it's hot and put the appropriate endings. Okay? Just remember, ver is a little irregular. It's a little fancy. Okay? So, if you guys go to the next page where it says practicamos, alright, I would like you guys to try that page now where you guys are going to look at the word bank and you guys need to decide what is the correct verb that makes sense in the sentence and conjugate it appropriately. Okay?